Yo, what's good? It's your boy Bike with another video. Today, I am going to be going over my favorite brushes on Clip Studio Paint. Let's get into it. So the first one is going to be the Gouache Blender. I love this blending brush. So let me show you what the Gouache Blender does. So let me pick a color. So I'm getting ready to blend this. So we're gonna blend that with purple. Then we go to Gouache Blender and we start blending. And what this blender does is it not only blends, but it leaves texture after it blends. So you have a more natural like blending look, if you will. Now you may not be able to actually see it. So let's see how it blends, and it leaves a lot of texture. And so then you don't get that like that perfect digital art blending look. You get a more realistic look. So I love this Gouache Blender for this exact reason. The second brush is going to be the Airbrush, but specifically the tone scraping airbrush. Now, I use this when I do like backgrounds for like galaxies and things like that, and it puts you in mind of like pointillism. And you see those little dots? Let me increase the size, or let me change the color. They're fine dots, and I use these in the background. Do like this. I can pick another color. I can go ahead and I can kind of blend these two colors together. Real quick. Also can put a little blue in there and blend that up real quick. I think I may do a pointillism piece. I used to love pointillism when I was in high school. I think that's why I like this brush so much. And then also you can use this to actually add texture into, you know, whatever you want to draw, and to skin or real rough surfaces. You can, you know, kind of spray this over there a little bit, and it'll add a lot of texture to it. But yeah, that's what it looks like. So I use that for like galaxies when I'm getting ready to blend different colors in. It's very fine. So yeah, I use that brush a lot. So next up is gonna be the G Pen. I love the G Pen. Now the G Pen is, I mostly use it for just line work, and it's very good for manga illustrations, and of course Clip Studio Paint, formerly known as Manga Studios. So it's perfectly built for comics, manga, and things like that. So the G Pen, what makes the G Pen so special is the stabilization, right? So I like to, in certain situations, I like to turn the stabilization up. And what this allows you to do is have smoother, more confident lines. And so, you know, when you draw and you're not really confident in the line, and you're like, okay, I don't know whether it should go this way or that way, and the lines end up being like jagged, when you turn the stabilization up, the pen actually lags behind the actual cursor, so you can make adjustments. You kind of know where it's going to go. Also, the pressure, like the pressure, it's like it reads the pressure that I'm giving it, like almost like perfect out the box. It just reads it so well. And I've used other pen tools in other applications, and in my opinion, the G Pen is the best pen tool out of every application that I didn't try it, and I didn't almost try them all. Next up is going to be the Blend Master Flash. Now, this is a brush that I got from an artist, a fellow digital artist, Eric Anthony. You may have heard of him. He's a popular YouTuber and artist. But I got this brush from him. And what this brush does is it blends. It's a blending brush. And now what this does is it almost blends almost perfect. And as you can see, it's almost like mix it in. Then if I erase, And if you can see, it's almost like it's the perfect blend. It's the perfect blend. So I use this when the illustration or whatever I'm drawing calls for like a perfect blend with my Gouache Blender. When I don't need that type of blend, then I use this blend right here, and it's a good blending brush. Good blending brush. Now the next one is gonna be actual pencil, and this is gonna be called Real HB pencil. And what I love about this pencil is that if you can see, it actually looks like a pencil when you draw on it. Let me go back. It actually looks like a pencil. And then another thing I like is the cursor. So if I scale this up, you can see how the cursor is versus another brush. Now this one is to the opposite side. This one's to the opposite side. Let's see. But yeah, for some reason, I like how that cursor is slanted. And when you look at this mark and then you look at this other pencil, I don't know. I just like this. And so this, to me, this is like the perfect brush to sketch on. I always start sketching with this pencil tool. And I love it. I love it. It reminds me of sketching out my sketchbook, or back in the day when all I had was a number 2 pencil, and everybody used to ask me, oh, what pencils do you use, what pencils do you a number 2 a number 2 pencil. But anyway, those are my top 5 brushes inside of Clip Studio Paint. Comment below and let me know what are some of your favorite brushes, what you use them for, and things like that, because you never know, I may discover a new brush that I never seen, or a brush that I never thought about that particular use case for. So let me know down in the comments below, and anyway, I'll holler at y'all next time. Believe that.